Hello everyone, this is Sarah and I am here making my first layout using products that I received from the Inspiration Station, the scrapbook store, which is in Stafford Springs, Connecticut. And I am on their design team, so I'm very excited to get this first layout done here. And so what I'm doing is I am using a whole lot from the Simple Stories Enchanted line, and then I'm also going to use some pattern papers from Ella and Viv. So this background paper here is from the Enchanted line from Simple Stories, and I love the B side of this. So I'm cutting out the middle because I want to use that on another layout. And that's just a trick that I picked up along the way. You know, if you have one piece of paper but you love both sides of it, to cut out the middle of it, a part that is going to be covered up by things anyway, and just go ahead and save that. So that's what I did. Now, these other papers, I have 3 other pattern papers here. These are all by Ella and Viv. And what I'm doing is I'm cutting them down to 6 by 6. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm actually going to make a square in the middle using 3 of these patterns. So I'm going to have the top and the bottom are going to be that pink there. And then I'm going to use the polka dot, and then I'm also going to use these squares on the other side as well. And that is going to house my picture in the middle. And that's a little trick that I learned from Jen Scow on her, she has a 6 by 6 pattern paper series. So every Saturday she's been posting different tricks to use up 6 by 6 pattern papers and pattern paper pads. So I saw that recently and I really wanted to try it. And then when I got all these papers, I thought these would all look really great together in a square, just like Jen did. So that's what I'm gonna do here. So since I have cut out the center of this paper, I actually need something to keep my papers in place so they don't fall through. So I'm just taking some scrap cardstock that I have and I'm covering up the back here of the square. And that's going to give me some more, what's the word I'm looking for? That's going to give me some weight on the back of the pattern paper there. So I'm going to go ahead and place these down, and I'm going to use my ATG gun to just stick them down. And then when I'm done with that, I'm actually going to take this over to my sewing machine, and I'm going to sew all along each triangle. And I'll show you a close-up of that when I'm done. I can't take my camera over to where my sewing machine is, so I can't show you how I did it, but that is what it looks like. So it's all sewed. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut all the strings off. I just went along right on the inside of all of the triangles. So I'm cutting everything off, and then in the back here I'm going to use washi tape just to secure where the thread starts and ends, just so that none of the thread starts coming unraveled over time. And this is just washi tape that I have just sitting on my desk, so nothing special. I tend to take washi tapes that I have that I'm not the biggest fan of, that I don't want to use a ton of, like on my layouts. I kind of use that for things like this. And this is like a brown floral, and it's fine. It's just not my favorite, so I don't mind using it on the back here. So I'm going to use a couple of these Jelly Bean Soup little die cut cards, and I'm going to use the Tim Holtz Worn Lipstick Distress Ink, and I'm taking the Mini Ink ink blender, and I am going to color in this dream part. It says hashtag dream on it, and then I'm actually going to cut it out of the frame so that it's it just looks like a little die cut piece. I'm also taking the Worn Lipstick with the stars card here, and I'm using it as a stencil. So I'm doing a little bit of clusters of inked stars kind of along the stars that are already onto the background, so they're kind of blending in a little bit. I'm just doing a little, like just a couple here and there. So it's mixed in with the silver foil stars and the brightly colored stars, just a little bit of the red. And I'm also going to take the blending tool and go all along the outside of the layout. And that just kind of helps bring it all together between the die cut piece and the inked stars. It just kind of helps everything connect. And I'm going to go ahead and put my picture down right in the center, and that is a picture of Kaylin sleeping in my bed. I'm going to put the dream right above it. It doesn't, you can't see it that well on the camera actually, but in person it looks really good, and you'll see it really well in the close-ups as well that I have coming up here for you. So my title is going to be Sweet Little Dream, and I'm using the dream sticker from the Simple Stories sticker sheet, and these are also from the Simple Stories sticker sheet, and I'm using the dark purple to spell out sweet and little. And everything else that I use is from the Enchanted line. So the only thing not from the Enchanted line here are the die cut, pieces that I used, and also the 4 pattern papers to make that square. But everything else is from the Enchanted line from Simple Stories. So I put my stickers and my title down onto my wax piece of paper, and that's just wax paper that you can get from the store, and I use that for stickers and titles and stuff like that a lot, so I can kind of move it around my page without sticking anything down quite yet, and they come off the wax paper beautifully. They never stick to it, so it just kind of helps me figure out exactly where I want it to go without committing right away. So I'm using my embossing tool here just to make sure they stick, make sure they're staying down. I just ran it over it just to make sure. And now I'm going to go ahead and do my journaling. I'm going to draw some journal lines here. And I'm just writing about how when my husband's in the military, so when he's away, on TDYs or deployments or anything like that, Kaylin always sleeps in bed with me. And I just wrote that I love the company and I love watching her sleep. Okay, so I'm going to add some stickers now. These are all from this Enchanted sticker sheet. I added a couple hearts among the clusters. I'm going to add this little banner here that has an arrow and a heart up in the corner, and adding a couple stars, just adding a few little accents there. And then I'm going to add some of these word phrase stickers here from Simple Stories as well. The first one says beautiful girl. The purple one says enchanted. I'm going to add this long yellow arrow here. And then I'm also going to add one underneath that says dreams do come true. I'm trying to play up the dreaming part here since she's sleeping in this picture. And now I'm going to add a couple flowers. I'm going to add 3 flowers right here in the center. And these are all from both sticker sheets from the Enchanted line. So everything went together really, really well. And then I'm also going to add the year up on top of that banner sticker there. I'm going to use these little yellow ones. I'm just going to put 2015 up here. And at first I had the stickers spaced out a little bit, but I ended up moving them all over because I covered up the heart and I wanted to be able to at least see half of the heart. So I'm just going to move them over a tiny bit so that they're right together. And I'm going to take one last look, and that is going to complete my layout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't checked out the Inspiration Station, go ahead and check them out. I have a link in my profile for them, and go like them on Facebook as well. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.